Hello, and welcome to Brock's Basement. This is going to be my comic book pull list for the week of March 6th, 2024. We are officially into March now, so 3 months into 2024. This week's going to be a little awkward, mainly because our Penguin Random House order for Comics Conspiracy, as well as majority of the West Coast, was delayed due to the blizzard basically blowing through. We got hit with some rain, and the Sierra Nevadas got hit with a ton of snow. As of, I think, yesterday morning, Monday morning, or not, sorry, yesterday, 2 days ago, um, there's a stretch of road that 80 that goes into from California into Lake Tahoe and stuff like that. 80 was closed for like a 100-mile stretch near Donner Pass. Now, the funny part is people snowed in at Donner Pass. If you get that, and why that's ironic, is people were told not to go to Tahoe, and people still went to Tahoe and got snowed in on the freeways. So, idiot people. Anyway, that caused a disturbance in comic book shipping for the West Coast, mainly because weather was bad and trucks couldn't move. So we did not get our Penguin Random House orders. Now, for those of you who aren't, savvy with behind the counter stuff, Penguin Random House is where we get our Marvel books as well as our IDW and Dark Horse books. So none of those books are here. I know I don't really get Marvel, so that doesn't affect most of me all the time. But I do grab a couple Dark Horse books and a couple IDW books occasionally. So um, also, Lunar actually shorted us all of our Poison Ivy books, as well as a couple of the Birds of Prey variants. So it's not a full week for me. This is going to be a little lighter of a week. Um, but yeah, just to give you a heads up. So if you go down to your local shop tomorrow and they don't have any Marvel books and you're on the West Coast, there's a reason why. Hopefully we'll get them tomorrow or Thursday, and most likely we will sell that stuff next week as well, since was delayed, but it also depends on how long it was delayed. But let's get to my pull list. First up, we have Batman number 145. This starts Chip Zdarsky's Dark Prisons. I need to get caught up with Batman, but yep, still going strong, still picking it up. A new Black Label book from DC, and that's The Batman, First Night. This is by Dan Jurgens. Art by Mike Perkins. Looks to be really, really good. I cannot wait to dive in. I have like a handful of these magazine comics to read, so hopefully I can hunker down and get some. But there's something competing for my time, and if you haven't guessed it yet, I'll tell you later. Next up, we have Birds of Prey, number 7. We did get our main covers, but not all of our variants, so I grabbed a copy of this one. There was a first appearance of, I believe, Talia al Ghul or Rachel Ghul. I think it's Talia al Ghul, and that is in Detective Comics issue 411. So I snagged that facsimile up there. Tom King had a book from, and that's Love Everlasting. I believe this is 12 or 13. So I'm a few issues behind, but Love Everlasting, good stuff. Next up, we have Shazam number 9. I am not caught up with Shazam, but I need to be. Mark Waid stuff is fantastic. I'm pretty much caught up with Batman, Superman, World's Finest. That's amazing. If you have not read it, read it. So I need to get caught up with Shazam, but Wade's knocking it out of the park with his DC stuff. So next up, we have Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum number 205. I read the first issue. It was fine. I heard some news recently that this video game, oh man, talk about a bomb. I did not personally buy it. I've gone over it before. Why? I did not know it was a live service game. They made it a live service game. Stupid move to make that. But I saw somewhere that somebody had reported, because apparently on Steam you can see how many people are playing that specific game at any time, at least on PC. And worldwide, Suicide Squad had 800 players. Worldwide. That is abysmally horrible. That is way fewer numbers, way fewer numbers than the game I'm playing. I'll get into that in a minute. That's what's taking my time. Next up, we have Superman, the Metal, or 78, the Metal Curtain, in number 5. I've liked the Superman stuff that's gone back to the 70s movie Superman. It's really, really great stuff. The Batman 89 stuff is fantastic. If you have not yet checked that out, I do recommend getting those first miniseries. in each. They're great, fun. Check it out. But yeah. Next up, we have Void Rivals, number 7, Robert Kirkman's story in the Energon universe. I'm a few issues behind on it, but what I read I've liked, so I'm going to keep going with it. And finally on my read pile is the 84th issue of a book, and I need to read all 84 issues in this version. I have read them before, but it's Walking Dead 84. So, Carl got shot in the face. Spoiler. Yeah, so that's it for the books I brought home that I read. I did grab a couple variants. The first one is the Batman Black Blank cover for 145. I thought this was pretty cool, so I snagged that up. Who knows if I'll ever get somebody to sign it. And then we have the Birds of Prey Women's History Month. I think this is F cover, but it could be changed. The Sosa Makia. Awesome cover there for the Birds of Prey 7. So I snagged that one up as well. And the I grabbed a graphic novel, the Webtoons. This is volume 1 for the Red Hood Outlaws. So I snagged that one up. I did check out a couple of these Webtoon ones. I've liked what I've read so far and what I've picked out, which is the Zatanna and John Constantine one. And so now I'm checking out the Red Hood. I did not check out like the Vixen or a couple of the others. If any of you have read them, let me know. You can comment in the comment section below. But yeah, they're quick. They're good reads. They're solid for young adult. So if you have a teen in your life or a tween in your life, I think they would probably be really, really good for that age grade. So I know that's it. Done. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down in that comment section below. Let me know what you're picking up. And, any questions, comments, all that fun stuff. Please keep it nice. The internet can be a really crappy place, but you want to build community and be nice, all that fun stuff. So yeah, you can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. This is our skip week. We do every other week, so those link in the description below. You can go check out all the previous episodes there. Next week we should be back on target. Who knows what we're going to talk about? But last week we talked about a lot of stuff that came out of the Comics Pro thing going on, and that Ryan doesn't go to. Funny enough, he might go to one. We'll see. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. You can help me out a little more directly by clicking on any of the Amazon links below. There will be an Amazon link for Red Hood Outlaws. If you want to grab that, if you buy it through there, I'll get a little Amazon money. Or you can head over to my eBay page, Brock's Basement over on eBay. There's a link in the description below to see what I'm purging out, what I'm getting rid of, and see if it's something that you are interested in. So head over there. Those help me out a lot more directly. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @brocksager, as well as Bluesky. My handle is @brocksager there as well. On Instagram, it's Brock's Basement, as well as on TikTok, it's Brock's, no apostrophe, .basement, I believe. So you can find me on TikTok. I posted a couple things, but not too much. Handful of stuff got muted because of that music thing, so I probably just need to figure out how to delete those, but we'll see. Other than that, I've just been playing a whole shit ton of Helldivers 2. Like, if you're not playing Helldivers 2, I don't know. Like, it is a fantastic game. I personally have never been a fan of multiplayer games. I grew up in a household with 2 other younger brothers that I couldn't really police. My mom was like, "You can't do that." And I was like, "Fine." Then I became the reclusive, introverted older brother that didn't want to play video games with his younger brother because every time it turned into this chaotic thing of arguing, and I didn't want to deal with it. So for me, I haven't really liked multiplayer games. When I was in the late 90s, when I worked at a place called Go.com, some of the coworkers were playing Half-Life and Opposing Force, and so we loaded those on the computers, and we just blew each other up on local area networks. That was fun. That was just pure chaos and had a great time. And when you blow somebody up in a cubicle environment, you can hear them screaming like a little ways away in the cubicle environment. It's fun as all hell. But I never really went back to multiplayer games because I just didn't care for them. I played Fortnite a little bit, but it's boring. And to me, it's one of those things where you want me to run around and get XP, but people are trying to kill me. I get that gets gives a little tension to it, but it's not something that I'm like, ooh, this is what I play on a constant basis. And I did play Hearthstone, but that just got too repetitive and just I spent way too much money on Hearthstone. But I tried Helldivers too. My roommate picked it up on PC and he seemed to like it. And then I started seeing clips of it coming out, and lo and behold, about a week and a half ago now, I bought it myself and started playing it. Man, it is fantastic. It was brutal, like a learning curve, but once you get into it, once you start playing, it's fantastic. I've played with people I don't know, and they don't talk. And the first person I really rando I played with last night and talked to, had a good time. Friended that person. If I ever see him again, cool. If not, whatever. But it was really, really fun experience, which is really weird to get on a multiplayer game. So if you're not playing Helldivers 2, I would highly recommend it. It was fantastic. We got to go kill bugs and the robots. Come on, people. Woohoo! But that's it. I blurbed a little bit for you. So what else? In my outro, I don't know. I need to finish this up, load it up, and go play some Helldivers. So guess what? I'll see you next week.